Hej, witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie z tej strony Jagejp i witam was w trzecim odcinku z Gry o Tron. W poprzednim odcinku skończyliśmy na tym, że rozmawialiśmy z całym rodem White coś tam i żeśmy mu dogadali. Dobra, no to teraz jesteśmy siostrą Itana, czyli Mirą. Zobaczmy, co jest najpierw w skrzynce. I tam ta cała jej matka chciała wysłać do niej kruka z tam wiadomością o pomoc, czegoś tak. Dobra, co my tu mamy? Mamy wyryte drzewo żelazne, czyli ten chyba symbol chyba rodu Foresterów. O, i tam to zrobił. Okej. Luz. Mam jakąś brosza wysogrodu.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
Okej, jakaś Lady
It once
Marjorie.
belonged to Lady Elena.
Same Lady. Dobra, moneta z Yunkai.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Czyli Asher jednak nie jest aż taki zły. Niedokończony list. Przeczytajmy. Czytaj. No, czytaj.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Jestem ciekaw, czy ona wie, że ten Lord Forester, czy jej ojciec nie żyje, czy nie wie. Jestem naprawdę bardzo ciekaw. Stara zabrana książka, spójrz.
Wonders Made by Man by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
O, czy od kolejnego brata. No same prezenty.
I hope to see them all someday.
Spójrzmy przez okno.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Okej. List do matki. Czytaj.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Pok, pok. Zobaczymy, co to za złodziejaszek albo złodziejaszka nam tutaj do drzwi puka.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, wpuśćmy go.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just
Powiedz
worried
mu.
about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Nie lubię pani królowej
They
Cersei.
appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope
No,
you're
chyba
not in
nie
any
jest
kind of
dobrze.
trouble. But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Dobranoc? Nie wygląda na noc, ale może jest taki dość późny, taki wczesny wieczór. To jest Lady Marjorie.
You're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Czy już w sumie gramy trzecią postacią?
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
I need your help, my lady.
Of course. And I will help you in any way I can. But there's another matter we must attend to first. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Nie
She was
lubiłem,
very
mówiłem.
pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
W ogóle tak nie lubię
See if
zbroi
the Queen Regent
Lannisterów.
is ready to receive us.
A jak ja nienawidzę zbroi Lannisterów, tak się nie podobają, jakby kurde z morza wyszli, nie?
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
No idziemy na audiencję z panią królową. Czy ja tam widzę Tyriona? Czy ja tam widzę najlepszego bohatera z tej książki oprócz pana Jona Snowa i pana Neda Starka? I pana Robba Starka? Pewnie tak, bo ogólnie mówiłem Starków. Ja jestem całą swoją duszą za Starkami, także wiecie. Stępamy pewnym krokiem. Tutaj widzę debil, nie lubię tej zbroi, nie podoba mi się.
Lady
Mamy oto tron.
Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Fajnie go odwzorowali, tak szczerze.
Lord Tyrion, Your Grace?
I ja masz za dobrze.
With your
Niestety.
permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house
Ale
loyal to the
spieprzyłem
king.
sprawę.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your
fuck
family
me.
loyal to the king?
Źle zaznaczyłem.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. I take it this is the kind of loyalty the king can expect from you. If you have
Nienawidzę
any loyalty
jej.
at all.
Nienawidzę tej
Is your
krowy.
house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father.
Wziąć po prostu kij baseballowy
Old allegiances
z
are not
gwoździami
easily
jak
amended,
Dead Rising i
but now that
przypieprzyć
the
jej
war
w
is over, we
głupi
must
łeb.
look to rebuild and
Tyle.
forge new alliances.
Nienawidzę.
There are ships and shields to be
Głupia
built, and
zołza.
Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
Żeby dopowiedzieć, czy
What would you
jednak
have
nie?
the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for
No
the
i
Northern
go
Army.
lubię, to jest dobry ziomek, a ta to nie, to weźcie,
It raises an
nie
interesting
pokazujcie nawet
question,
jej.
I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of
Pokazujcie
the
jej
war?
czoło.
Our dear Marjorie here was
Bo jej
betrothed to
twarz
Rhaena
nienawidzę.
Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Najlepiej przywalić, mówię,
Loyalty
kij
can be such a
baseballowy.
hard thing to
Najlepiej.
define.
Potem
This
jeszcze
city alone
dobić.
is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure
Let
she
the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Ja go uwielbiam.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
Jezu, no przywal jej liścia w łeb. Nie wiem, cokolwiek.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Nienawidzę tej głupiej pipy. Głupia, pusta baba.
I'll walk you out.
No, ziomeczek.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences.
No i to ogromne.
She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North.
No, w sumie racja.
King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Ogólnie coś czuję, że w następnych episodach będzie dużo dramatu, bo na razie to jest takie, może być przygotowanie do prawdziwego chaosu. Już w sumie na podstawie Kreta to widzieliśmy, na podstawie Itana już się można powiedzieć gotuje, a to też nie jest za miło i za przyjemnie.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. That's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Najlepiej się
Although,
rozhajtać.
marrying a king, I can only imagine what
Zobaczysz
that
go
would be
i od
like.
razu wiesz, że chcesz za niego wyjść.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right, of course.
Taka
Well, I
niepocieszona
would marry
kolejna.
him.
To wydaje
Imagine the
złe
power
wybory.
you would have as queen of the
Coś
7
myślę.
kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
No i daliśmy się przyłapać.
Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
No i git.
You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness
Tak,
to
to mamy,
appease her,
kurde.
as difficult as it may have been.
Itana jako lord.
Thank you, my lady.
Panie, to tu się może
There's
tylko
been
stać.
something on my mind. Something important.
Poproś o pomoc.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Dobra, pozwól mi zostać, bo się jeszcze ta obrazi i będzie.
Go on, ask.
Dajmy to.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my
Ja
lady,
sobie zaznaczyłem,
and I
nie wiem,
wouldn't
co wybrałem,
ask
ale-
this of you otherwise.
ale
But my
wydaje
mother
mi
has
się,
left
że
me
tak.
no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
No szkoda, że nie było co tutaj powiedział, to byłoby pewnie arcyważne i arcyciekawe. Dobra, i teraz mam koło? Gareta, czy tam Gareda, bardziej przez dy. Jesteśmy w drodze na mur. Okej. Ale co się dzieje?
Seven elves.
Okej. Coś tam dzieje.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
To jest chyba ten Ramsay.
Did you know my ancestors
Akurat
wore
serialu
the skins of their enemies as a coat?
aktorów. Nie oglądałem, ale widziałem na zdjęciach. No. Takie niby spoilery, ale nie spoilery. Wychylmy.
Not my best work, unfortunately.
Co
I
on
suppose
go...
I have full
Chowaj
enough
się.
practice.
Co mu
But he
robi?
didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
O
Pity he
Jezus,
didn't
on
know
go
your father was the
oddziela ze
warden of the
skóry.
north.
Znaczy słyszałem ogólnie, że Lord
He does
Ramsay to
now.
zrobiona zabawa o jego przy obdzieraniu ludzi ze skóry.
How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord.
No to chyba nie będzie
Two at
dobry
most.
What was that?
człowiek. O fuck,
My lord?
Shh! Listen.
chyba nas słyszał.
There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Nie ruszaj się. Jolo. Może akurat nie zauważy.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Dobra, chyba jesteśmy bezpieczni. Mi się zdaje. Mogę go zawsze wrócić niby, nie? To jest takie trochę ryzyko. Dobra, i sprawdzimy co się kryje, co się stało z tym człowiekiem w następnym odcinku, bo ten już dobiega końca. Jeżeli spodobał Ci film, to oczywiście zostaw łapkę w górę, bo to strasznie motywuje do robienia następnych filmów. A tymczasem ja się żegnam z Wami. Do usłyszenia. Yo!